He is working for peace worldwide. Today he's going to talk about is ethics in sport more than following the rules. He is the founder of World Forum for Ethics in Business and Art of Living. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri Ravi Shankar, ladies and gentlemen.
Madam Prime Minister and Your Excellencies and the celebrities of sports here. Sports is not just an entertainment but an expression of life itself. The first thing we did in our life as kids, we started playing. Nobody need to teach us games. We started playing. And you see the games prevalent in this, not just in human species, but if you happen to see some kittens in your garden or some monkeys in your garden, that we find a lot of in India, of course. It's fun to watch. It's as good as watching a soccer game. The wee little monkeys play with each other and tell us something here. It's not just about following rules, but life or sports is an expression of joy. It's not finding joy when you win or when you lose, not being happy when you lose. The very act, the very process, the moment you started kicking the first ball, you're enjoying already, and people are enjoying it. So that is the spirit of sports, which originally it began with. Sports is where all our spirits are strengthened and made to express its innate nature, that is joy. But now, why do match fixing happen? Why do doping happen? Because we are taking sports too seriously. Today, sports are played like wars, and wars are being played like sports, as games. This need to be reversed, and it's only possible with ethics in its place. So ethics are not just following rules, but supporting the spirit of both the players and the audience. I would like to mention a recent thing that happened in India. Just a week ago, there was this play between Afghanistan and India. For first time, there was cricket tournament. Afghans came to India to play with one of our team there. Of course, India has been playing this for a long time, so they won. But when it came to giving the trophy, the Indian team invited the Afghan team to encourage them, and they first said, we would like to get it from them. So in sports, there are two attitudes of which I feel is very important. One is either you win or you make others win. So there is a joy in making others win also. As elders, when you play games with little kids, you have more joy, more fun in making your kids win the game, not you winning all the time. So when this sincerity in playing a game, at the same time, not being too attached to the outcome of the game, I feel exhibit the highest standards in sports. What do you say? I'm sure you all agree with me. Then this also gives enough enthusiasm and energy to both the players and the spectators. Unfortunately, in the past few decades, commerce has been attached in a big way with the sports. Commerce is a part of sports, but it should be like the frame of a picture. If the frame of a picture eats the picture, then there is something seriously wrong. So when commerce becomes the biggest thing, then match fixing happens. The goal is no more sports, it is business. So the erosion of ethics, either in business or in politics or in sports, is attributed to the greed and the insecurity in the minds of people. So we need to uplift the human values. We need to bring that, as our previous speakers emphasized, integrity, honesty, and a sense of belongingness with fellow human beings. That human values, strengthening human values, giving courage and encouragement forms very integral part if we need to combat doping as well as match fixing. So honesty, integrity are part of the rules of any game. But for people to pay attention to this, we need to make it more prominent. Don't you think so? Because when you think of ethics, you think it's only for business or in politics, nothing to do with sports. This idea we need to reinstill in people or bring into their awareness, create an awareness. See, look, winning is not the goal, but playing the game with ethics, with values, is most important. So I would request the sports authority also to, recognize this fact that people with high ethical standards who have this sense of responsibility, not just for their team, but for other sportsmen around the world, should be awarded, and they should be rewarded for their and encouraged to spread their talents. Norway is one such country which is very high on its ethics, and I don't have to talk about it here. It is almost ingrained in people, but this is needed in many other parts of the world. And I'm very glad today His Excellency the Ambassador of America and the Norwegian, in his presence, the Norwegian Sports Authority signed the anti-doping agreement here. I wish a similar agreement is done around the globe. No doubt we need strict rules and regulations, but rules alone will not help. We need inspiration and encourage our young people to live a stress-free and happy life, which would contribute in their business as in their, not just business, in their sports, will come out in their sports as role models for coming generations. With these words, I once again thank the organizers here. Of course, World Forum for Ethics is one of the organizers, but also all others who have jointly come together to give this message to the world community that we are not going to take lightly cheating in the name of sports. The world is more aware now, awake. We are going to stand up and not let a few people spoil this beautiful field of expression of life, which are gift for humanity. With these few words, I thank you once again. All the best.